Hello everyone, it's Ark back with another video. So, I'd just like to talk quickly about what's been happening lately. My computer was really fucked, so I pretty much just decided I'm not gonna make videos until I fix it. So, as soon as I fixed it, I went and uploaded a video. That was my T-43 replay from yesterday. That was a really fun game, and I'm looking to 3-mark that tank within the coming few days. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys this odd Strongholds matchup I called the other day. So as you can see, we brought 4 heavies, one being the low, the rest IS-3s. We brought 4 light tanks, myself with the WZ, the 1390, SDA-1, and AMX CDC. So we have a fairly light setup, and that's a decent setup for this map. And we're up against NBTZ, which is running a fairly similar setup to ours: 2 mediums, 4 heavies, 4 lights. So I'm just pinging on the map right now where to go. I'm saying I'm gonna sit back at the back of the map. The heavies are gonna go down into the K8 area. We're gonna get the 1390 to small mid, and we're gonna get the light tanks to go and shoot in towards the middle from that area that's being pinged on the map right now. So later on this replay, you'll see I make a huge mistake, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to show this, is because I make a huge mistake and I'm able to call back from it. So right now everyone's getting in positions. At this point I'm telling all my tanks, get shots on that T-49, but then he goes dark, so we can't really do anything. So I think it's just us sitting around for like a minute or so. Let's see. Just gotta put this out here. So at this point, I think I'm gonna go and spot down the valley road. And what I probably should have done here is just poked out a little bit instead of fully exposing my tank, because I go like this and I'm like, oh fuck, there's 3 tanks there, and then I got roasted. Yep. That's how you lose pretty much all of your health in 1 second. So at this point, I think I'm telling my light tanks to push into the city to take in that WZ, and I'm telling my heavies to just stay chai sniping at the middle and whatnot. So now we're pushing all my light tanks into the middle. The T-54 lightweights, myself, the AMX CDC. Now, this is where the misplay is going to be happening. Also, the STA-1, I told him to stay back with the heavies. He wasn't on TeamSpeak at the time, so he couldn't hear me. But I made a misplay here, because you see there's 1 light tank there, so I'm like, alright, go balls deep on that light tank. You know, and they do, but I don't believe we're able to kill him in time. So, yeah, I take a pot shot at this T-49, I miss, but what are you going to do? I'm not good enough to hit those shots. So, yeah, we go balls deep on this light tank here. And I mean, I thought we had the overmatch here since we had 4 tanks. So I pushed everyone in to take him out. I didn't realize the health of the light tanks beside me. Like, if you look at the light tank beside me, here he's a 1-shot and I'm a 2-shot. And then nobody went balls deep here, so I kind of died. So we lost all of our light tanks in this engagement. I believe that one of the light tanks was actually able to get a kill, which was decent. Anyways, I tell my heavies to take out this light, there you go, and then they also, yep, there's Samurai, he dies. And then they get this T-32 out of the game, which is really nice. They set him on fire and whatnot. And I believe Boom Flare finishes him off, yes he does. Alright, so this is where we start to get the clutch. Pretty much at this point I'm just telling my guys, alright, we need some guys to turn around and watch our asses just in case the lights push it. But we also need some guys to try snipe at the base. And then I told the 1390, go and spot our cap for our heavies so they can hit those guys on the cap. Which they're doing a fairly good job of right now. And I'm telling Paradox and one other heavy tank to go in behind. just to make sure if those if those light tanks do decide to push in, we'll have someone there to spot them and keep them occupied before they can push into the asses of our tanks. Yeah, but for now, I'm just telling, hey, Boom Flare, get some more lights on that cap. We need our heavy tanks to whittle them down. And he does do that fairly well. And we get some more lights onto the cap, and then we do some more damage, which is nice. So as you can see, we have now spotted the STA-1 here. And the T-54 Mod 1. Now, my heavy tanks, I told them not to poke out and wait for them to push into them, like them to push into us. But, you know, that's too complex for some people. Anyways, we now have this IS-3 here, who takes another shot of damage, I believe, when he's crossing here. Yep, there it goes. So now he's a one-shot. And we have the STA in behind, putting in some fire. We also have the WZ-132 pushed into our 1390, but I believe we take him out with our heavies. Like somebody shoots him. Yeah, I remember Turtle Man shoots him. And gets him out of the game. So now we're down to 4 tanks against their, what do they have? They have 7 tanks right now. So we got the STA-1 down to a one-shot. We take out the T-49, which is nice. So now they have a one-shot, a T-54 Mod 1, and they also have a one-shot WZ-132. Now Bassman here is getting shot in the ass from tanks on the cap. So I'm like, Bassman, you gotta get out of there. But he couldn't find a way to get out of there. He's like, if he goes to the front, he's gonna get shot in the front by the T-54 Mod 1 of the STA. But what I should have done here is said, you know what, don't worry about that, just push around the corner. You need to conserve your HP. And here I was telling Turtle Man to protect Bassman so that he didn't die. And also, now we have the IS-3 and the Emil on the cap, as well as the WZ-132. So I'm like, Turtle Man, you gotta get in there. You gotta go to the cap and reset. Now, I think he gets a reset on this IS-3 here. Yes, he does. And then he pushes straight up into the cap. There you go. That guy gets killed, which is nice. There's 2 more guys on the cap, the 110 and the Emil. Now, Turtle does a decent job here. He's able... So, well, I think that was Prex who was able to get the reset. And now Turtle... I'm like, Turtle, shoot that WZ. He's got all the cap points. Boom, there you go. It gets the reset. Now, what Turtle here is great. He does here is great. He pushes up into the 110, angling his hull armor. And he's able to get him out of the game by staying hull down and behind the dead IS-3. And I'm like, Low has insane hull or insane turret armor, and if you just angle the hull army, they won't be able to pen you. Alright, so just get up there. And now he's getting clipped out by the Emil. Luckily, the Emil's a baddie, so he doesn't pen all his shots, or even hit them for that matter. So he's a one-shot Turtle here, and he's able to hit the 110 in the turret, which is nice. And I'm like, Turtle, angle your hull armor like a boss, so you don't get penned by these nerds. And he does just that. Like, look at that angle. And I'm like, watch out for your ass, fam. You don't want to get shot by the Emil. So now we've brought it back from a 4 versus 7 to a 2 versus 1, and we're winning. So I'm like, Prex, you gotta get up there, man. You gotta get in the fight. And Turtle's doing a great job here keeping the pressure on this Emil, but he pushes his hull out a bit too much, and I believe he gets caught out. I can't remember what happens to him, but I believe he shows his hull, and then the Emil is able to kill him. Oh, right, yeah, he fires high explosive at the Emil's turret, and then he dies. Yeah, and now Prex just has to push in and take him out. So, I really enjoyed calling this battle. Like, I was like, oh fuck, I made such a misplay, and I'm like, we're not gonna win this. But I was able to get my tanks into such a position that they were able to counter anything that would come in behind, and still be able to reset on the cap. And now Prex gets the ram kill on him, able to get that final kill on the Emil. So this game was really awesome. Like, the work by my heavy tanks was amazing near the end there. I believe Turtle Man got around 3,000 damage, and same with Prex here. So that is really amazing. The light tank push, that was a huge misplay on my part, but you know, what are you gonna do? I saw an overmatch, I tried to take it, didn't work out. Anyways guys, if you want to see more Strongholds attacks like this, and if you want to see live gameplay instead of me commentating over old gameplay, just leave a comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.